Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another NBA video. This is going to be a video for Thursday, November the 18th. It's a 6-game slate, so this video shouldn't be too long. I hope you guys had a good night. I hope you guys profited. And we're going to dive right into this slate and break it down like we do every night. So, right up top, we see a $11,800 Steph Curry at $11,800. If you're looking for 60 fantasy points just to talk, just to think about rostering this guy, you need 60 fantasy points. If you want to win money, you're going to need 70.8 fantasy points. Listen, Steph Curry might be playing amazing this season, right now, but that 11,800 is going to have to stay where it is. Ja Morant's in play. DeJounte Murray, unfortunately, he's worth the $9,800. And more than likely, he will hit value, but everybody's going to be on him because of what he did last game. So you might not want to. You might be better off picking up Ja Morant because he's worth this also. He's worth 10K. So Ja's in play, Murray's in play, Mitchell's in play against Toronto, Van Fleet's in play, Dinwiddie is questionable. Dinwiddie's in play. Lowry's back, he's in play. I still favor Ja, Murray, Mitchell. D'Angelo's in play. Tyler Hero, I don't know what he was doing tonight, but whatever. He's in play. Tyrese Maxey's in play. Ricky Rubio, now he's 7,000. Garland, Rubio, they both in play with a skeleton of a team. Reggie Jackson is in play at 6'5". Conley, Poole, Bledsoe, White, Clarkson, Milton. At their prices, they're in play. Monte Morris is in play. Patrick Beverley is in play. And I think that's where it ends for me. It's only a 6-game slate, so the player pool's not going to be like that dramatic. Paul George at 11,000, he's in play. Bradley Beal 9-4 in play. Anthony Edwards' price went down. Anthony Edwards is a lock at 7,700. Tyler Hero, Garland, Wiggins. Wiggins at 6,400 with Curry taking all these shots. Wiggins is not in play for me. Jetty is 6'1". All right. Wow. All right. Jetty's in play. Jetty's not in play. Poole's in play. Trent's in play. Bledsoe, Clarkson, Seth. Seth's price is going down, so you might want to look at that. Cork Maz with no Danny Green in play. And Luke Kennard's in play. Somebody played Joe Ingles yesterday, and I believe it was in a winning lineup. I don't know what possesses you to play Joe Ingles, but listen, more power to you. All right, let's look at small forwards. OG is questionable. Paul George, Butler, obviously in play. Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes, we know OG is a great play, but you still got to remember about Siakam. Kuzma's in play. Brooks in play. Bogdanovich from Utah. He's scoring dependent, so I don't like him. Duncan Robinson was better today with no Lowry, but Lowry's back. Caro, he's not in play for me. Batum, Vassell, Korkmaz, Leonard, and I think that's where it ends. Jeff Green hasn't been too hot either this year, so he's not in my pool. Tobias Harris, 8'8". You need 45 fantasy points. I'd rather play Siakam playing at a center because Drummond's going to take rebounds away from Harris. We got to watch Anunoby tomorrow. Draymond's in play. Scotty Barnes. Kevin Love, 6'6". He was on a minutes restriction. Triple J is in play. Keldon Johnson is not in play. He's a bum. Bogdanovich. No. Thaddeus Young, 5'5". He's still in play. Gordon. Marketing might come back if Marketing comes back. And the two bigs are not back. Marketing is a good play, provided he's not on a minutes limit. Kyle Anderson, not for me. Batum, yeah. PJ Tucker, no Bam. He could be in play, but that's if you like taking risks. Center. Jokic, 12,000. We need 60 fantasy points to talk. That's kind of deep against Drummond and Philly. Cats at a decent price, 10-5. Drummond's 8-2. Me personally, I just go to Gobert and play 8,000. Cause 40 points could get you in the door. Siakam, 7,900. That's another center at a low, a lower salary rather than playing 12,000. If you can find excellent value, you can play Jokic. You can play Towns. If you don't have excellent value, I'm not going to be shoving a $12,000 player in my lineup because if he gives you 50 fantasy points, you're still done. So you gotta watch that. Like I say, it's like a puzzle. When you're making your DFS lineups, you gotta look at it like a puzzle, and one piece has to fit the other piece, and they have to complement each other. If you go ahead ramming things in that don't belong, and guess what? You stick a 12,000 Jokic in your lineup, and you don't get that good value, and that one player doesn't hit value. Now you need everybody else to go over value, and that's not how you want to be playing. You want everybody to be able to hit their value. Okay, center Siakam I like. Jared Allen we gotta watch. Mobley's out officially. Jared Allen with no Mobley's an amazing play. Jacob Poeltl out. Draymond's a good play. Kevin Love, we got to see his minutes restriction. Montrezl Harrell's a good play at 62. Thaddeus Young is good. Zubac is okay. Steven Adams is okay at 46. Drew Eubanks. Listen, the thing with Drew Eubanks is you don't know who's going to play more minutes, him or Thaddeus Young. That's on Popovich. And these coaches have really been messing us up this DFS season. So, listen, it's not for me. Gafford's not for me either. I'd probably play Whiteside before I play Gafford. Doing Deadman with no. If is out, you could play Deadman again. What is his price? 4,100. I don't know. That's questionable also. Harkenstein's in play. And that's the end of it for me. So this is one of the first slates in a long time that there's nothing really popping out at me besides Anthony Edwards. So when this happens, obviously you're going to wait for news, but you're also going to just play the best plays. So Let's do 7,000 Ricky Rubio. There's nothing really mesmerizing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to DeJounte, but I'm going to DeJounte because of the matchup. I think 9,000. I'm gonna go to Mitchell. He should be less owned. I'm gonna do Mitchell. I'll do Scotty Barnes. Wait for news. I'll do Siakam starting at center. And I will do Thaddeus Young at center to leave me with 44, 33 for my last three spots. So you got Davion Mitchell, Anthony Edwards, Scotty Barnes, Pascal Siakam. You got Thaddeus Young. Yeah, I know I didn't pick up Paul George, but until we get more value, I don't want to clog up my my spots with expensive players, because I want every spot to have players that can at least give me 30 fantasy points and up. So I'm not selling myself short yet. Once we get more value, then I will put Paul George in my main lineup. But for now, he's on the outside looking in. Ja Morant's also in play also. Alright guys, let's jump to Fanduel. This should be a little bit easier. If you're new here, subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video, let YouTube know that you appreciate what I'm trying to do for you guys. And that's all I ask. I really appreciate it. Point guard. So we could do an 11-1 Steph Curry. Right now he's questionable. Ja Morant. Let's see something. Garland at 6,000 is too cheap. We already know the players involved. So now the only thing different now is the prices on Fanduel. So when you come from Draftkings and you see a price on Fanduel that's a couple $100 cheaper, you know that's a steal. Garland, he stood out at 6,000. He didn't have the ball in his hands a lot, and he stuffs the stat sheet. So that's what you're looking for. Shake Milton, if he starts, is decent. And then we're getting too low. Alright, let's jump to shooting guard. Paul George at 10-1 is too cheap. Anthony Edwards is too cheap. Jimmy Butler with no Bam. Against Miami. That's a good play. Power forward. Tobias 75. Draymond 7. Jaren Jackson. Scotty Barnes is 68. You need like 34 fantasy points from him. We have Scotty Barnes. We have 54 left, 54.80 per spot left. Got Garland, Paul George, Jimmy Butler, Scotty Barnes. And now let's see. Jokic is at a good price. 11.6. Let's see something. No, I'm going to leave that for now. Until we get more value, Then I'll pop in Jokic. Until then, got Zubac, Gafford, Whiteside, PJ Tucker, Kevin Love. If Kevin Love is off the minutes restriction, he's going to be a good play. Let me see something. Let's do this. Let's do Jaren Jackson at 6'9", and that's still you with $5,125 per spot. So you got Jaren Jackson, Barnes, Jimmy Butler, and if you really wanted to, what we could do, this is what we could do. Since we're going to be playing Jaren Jackson, got Butler. Garland is still a good play. Let's take Paul George. Let's put Paul George at small forward. And we play Ja. And Darius Garland at point guard. Paul George, Scotty Barnes, Jaren Jackson. And you have 50-50 left each spot. This is going to be our Fanduel core. Everybody should be able to hit value, and it's not going to be pulling teeth. This is what you want to be able to get your guys to hit value without having to do nothing, going extra crazy. That's all it's about. You start picking up guys at 11,000 and 12,000, they need 60, 70 fantasy points. That's what you got to understand. If you got a guy for 12,000 and he gives you 50 fantasy points, you're lost. So always keep that in mind. But I'm gonna go this route. We get more value. Curry's in play. Jokic is in play. Until then, I'll stick with the 10,000 guys and work my way down. That's just how I do it. Listen, I have a formula that works, and I just hope that as I'm making these lineups, you guys are listening to me and understanding what I'm trying to say. If you have any questions, throw it in the chat. All right. Now let's jump to Superdraft and let's finish this video out. Once again, thank you for your time. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell so you know when we drop videos, and thumbs up the video to let YouTube know that you appreciate what I'm doing. Superdraft, you don't want to get too cute. Edwards, as usual. Murray goes off, gets a lot of stocks. You want to play guys that get a lot of blocks and steals. Tyler Hero 1.5. Kyle Lowry's back, so I'm good. Tyrese Maxey 1.55. He's good if they're gonna have a close game. Shea Milton, Kelvin Johnson. That's a no for me. Alright, until we get more value, we'll do Curry at a 1.05. No, we'll do Ja at a 1.15. Butler is too cheap, 1.15. With no Bam, he's a good play. Siakam playing at center is a good play. Harrell is a good play. Scotty Barnes with no OG is a good play. Let's see what else is here. Yeah, we're going down to the basement. We gotta watch for news and adjust as needed. I'll take Barnes, Siakam, and at center we'll do Gobert. Cat 1.1. San Antonio. You could even do Jokic. Jokic probably the best bet for center. So you got Jokic, Barnes, Siakam, Butler, Ja, DeJounte, Anthony Edwards. All these guys average about 40 fantasy points. Well, the guards average about 40 fantasy points, 40 plus. Butler, Siakam, 38. Barnes, 32, and Jokic, 58. Damn near 60. That should be a good, solid super draft lineup. That's the end of the video. Once again, thank you for your time. Good luck in NBA. Good luck in your Showdown NFL tomorrow. Subscribe, like the video, hit the bell. Ask me any questions, any comments in the chat. Keep it positive, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Good luck and have a good day.